What if a routine traffic stop turned into an international espionage case, potentially linked to a mysterious illness that has baffled the US government for years? This is the story of a high-speed chase in the Florida Keys in 2020 that may hold the key to unlocking the Havana Syndrome mystery. The Havana Syndrome refers to unexplained health incidents affecting US and Canadian diplomats and intelligence officers since 2016. These victims have reported a range of symptoms including headaches, dizziness, cognitive issues, even brain injuries. So join us today as we delve into the intriguing details of this case, explore the various theories surrounding the Havana Syndrome, and examine the potential implications for national security and international relations. It was June 16, 2020, when a Russian national named Vitaly Kovalev led authorities on a dangerous pursuit through the Florida Keys. His car was found to contain suspicious items, including a device that could erase computer data and large sums of cash. Could Kovalev, a suspected Russian spy with a top-secret security clearance, have been involved or had knowledge of the technology or tactics behind this mysterious illness? The Florida Keys, a tropical paradise known for its crystal-clear waters, swaying palm trees, and laid-back island vibes, is a destination that attracts millions of tourists each year. This string of islands, connected by the iconic overseas highway, with its breathtaking bridges spanning the turquoise sea, is a true marvel of engineering and natural beauty. However, beneath the surface of this idyllic setting lies a darker reality. The Keys' strategic location, just 90 miles from the coast of Cuba, has made it an attractive port for clandestine activities throughout history. The presence of military installations such as the Naval Air Station Key West adds an extra layer of intrigue to this already enigmatic region. It was against this backdrop that a traffic routine stop escalated into a high-speed chase that would capture the attention of law enforcement agencies and intelligence communities worldwide. Key West police said Vitaly Kovalev, 35, of New York and formerly of Germany, was driving recklessly in the downtown area on Flagler Avenue around 11 a.m. When they attempted to stop the 2020 white Ford Mustang, the driver took off. Kovalev left Key West northbound on US 1, reaching speeds of 86 miles per hour as he drove past Stock Island, Boca Chica, Rockland, Big Coppitt, and Shark Keys. The Florida Highway Patrol and the U.S. Border Patrol joined the pursuit. The rented Mustang passed vehicles weaving from lane to lane and at one point illegally passed a marked Monroe County Sheriff's Office SUV. Deputies used spiked sticks at mile marker 21. The spikes caused the car's rear and front tire to come off. Kovalev began losing control of the car as he passed Spanish Main Drive on Cudjoe Key before finally losing control near the Camp Channel Bridge. Dashcam video from a Monroe County Sheriff's deputy's cruiser, a deputy with his weapon drawn, ordering the driver out of the car and telling him to show his hands. Kovalev was taken into custody after crashing on the bridge. He told deputies he was late for a flight at the Miami airport. He was charged with fleeing and eluding, obstructing justice, and reckless driving. Kovalev was taken to the hospital after telling deputies about his COVID-19 condition. Monroe County Sheriff said once he was cleared at the hospital, he would be detained in one of the jail's negative pressure cells, apart from the general jail population. Body cam footage obtained by 60 Minutes shows guns drawn and deputies ripping the driver out of the car as he grabs Subject's bag on the passenger seat. As the kicked-up dust clears, we see a white male with hands cuffed behind his back and the contents of his beach bag all around him. There are some odd things in that bag. A soot-covered bowl used to burn paper. Pieces of a hotel notepad with bank information scribbled on them. One officer says, "This is weird though. Look at this. It's all like Citibank, Discover Savings, $75,000. It's all like different bank accounts and stuff." There's a laptop and a spider's web of cables and what looks to be a commercially available device shaped like a walkie-talkie that can plug into a car and read the information on the onboard computer. It can also erase information such as the onboard GPS data, and also in the bag is a Russian passport. The name of the passport is Vitaly Kovalev, born in St. Petersburg in 1985. He has a green card and a New York State driver's license. Answering his arresting officers, Kovalev speaks in near-perfect English, saying yes. When a deputy reads him his Miranda rights and asks if he understands, he doesn't have to say anything to the police, but he talks anyways, for nearly 45 minutes in a combination of conversation, Russian, and English. What's truly bizarre is that he's talking to no one in the vicinity. His chatter is all captured on an onboard camera in the back of the cop car, where Kovalev is sitting handcuffed while the police officers are scouring through his bags belongings outside the car. But Kovalev's pauses and responses make it seem as if he's conversing with someone. Yes, because this one he drove here too, Kovalev says. Because it's necessary to. Needs 20. Mistakes are, I don't know, 16 is fucking a lot. Yes, 5. He could hold 5. If we could 4. He has no known devices on him after the arrest. No earpiece connected to a cell phone. He's wearing casual clothes and a pair of eyeglasses that are slowly descending down the bridge of his nose. An agreement is an agreement. Kovalev continues. An agreement is an agreement. An agreement is an agreement. An agreement is an agreement. I didn't kill anyone. I never killed. Then I'll go to Russia. At this point, his glasses fall to the floor, and coincidentally or not, his chatter ends. Kovalev would plead guilty to charges including resisting an officer and evading police, along with an assault charge for spitting on a nurse giving him COVID test while in custody. He tested positive. A Florida judge issued a $40,000 bond, meaning he could have paid to get out of jail. He clearly had the money, but for some reason he chose not to. Kovalev spent 26 months in jail in Florida from June 2020 to August 2022. 60 Minutes learned that during that time, Kovalev drew the attention of the FBI. During the 6 months arrest, FBI agents spent about 80 hours interviewing him. But as I mentioned earlier, this incident was just the tip of the iceberg, a potential link to a much larger and more perplexing mystery, the Havana Syndrome. For years, the US government has been grappling with unexplained health incidents affecting diplomats and intelligence officers, with symptoms ranging from headaches and dizziness to cognitive issues and even brain injuries. The cause remains elusive, with theories ranging from direct energy attacks to environmental factors or even psychogenic causes. In a recent development, a study by the National Institutes of Health found no evidence of brain injuries or deterioration among affected individuals, contradicting earlier findings. This revelation has only added to the confusion surrounding the Havana Syndrome. While the US intelligence community has assessed that a foreign adversary is unlikely responsible, there are varying levels of confidence in this assessment. Some experts believe that the evidence points to a more nefarious explanation, perhaps involving cutting-edge technology or covert operations. As the investigation into the Florida Keys chase continues, the potential link to the Havana Syndrome has raised new questions and reignited speculation about the true nature of this mysterious illness. Could Kovalev's background as a suspected Russian spy hold the key to unlocking this puzzle, or is there a more complex web of intrigue at play, one that transcends national borders and challenges our understanding of modern espionage? According to sources, some of the potential environmental factors that have been considered as possible causes or contributors to Havana Syndrome include natural environmental factors. The intelligence community panel examined natural and environmental factors as one of the 5 potential causes they investigated. Chemical or environmental exposures. Some theories suggest that exposure to certain chemicals or environmental toxins could potentially cause symptoms similar to those reported in Havana Syndrome cases. Ultrasound. The intelligence panel stated that one plausible explanation for the symptoms, beside post-electromagnetic energy, is some kind of ultrasound exposure. Ultrasound can travel through the air, but the source would need to be in close proximity to the affected individuals. Ionizing radiation. Ionizing radiation was one of the 5 potential causes examined by the intelligence panel, although the sources do not provide details on whether it was considered a likely environmental factor. It's crucial to address the elephant in the room, the terrifying implications of directed energy weapons and their impact on human health. Imagine a world where invisible, concentrated beams of electromagnetic energy can penetrate the body, accessing blood vessels, nerves, and glands beneath the skin. The mere exposure to these directed energy attacks could result in agonizing burns, blisters, and prolonged pain, even from a distance. But the true horror lies in the potential neurological effects, the dizziness, headaches, and cognitive impairments that have plagued the victims of suspected directed energy attacks, like those suffering from the Havana Syndrome. And yet, the full extent of the damage remains shrouded in mystery. While these weapons are touted in non-ionizing radiation, their long-term impacts on cellular and DNA integrity have not been extensively studied. The Florida Keys chase and its potential connection to the Havana Syndrome serve as a stark reminder that the line between espionage and warfare is becoming increasingly blurred, and the battleground may no longer be confined to physical borders. Greg Edgren, a retired Army lieutenant colonel who led the Pentagon's investigation, stated that he focused on Moscow at an early stage as the likely culprit behind these incidents. Edgren believes the US set an impossibly high bar for proving Russian involvement to avoid facing hard truths about potential security failures. An FBI agent named Carrie recounted a harrowing experience in 2021 once she was hit by a crippling force at her home in Florida, causing severe ear pain, vertigo, and cognitive issues. Her attorney, Mark Zaid, represents over 2 dozen Havana Syndrome victims, many of whom were involved in work related to Russia. The investigation uncovered a potential link to a secretive Russian military intelligence unit known as 29155. This unit has been connected to incidents like the 2018 Skripal poisoning in the UK. Evidence suggests members of this unit were present in locations where US personnel reported Havana Syndrome symptoms. Notably, an officer from Unit 29155 was reportedly rewarded for work related to the development of non-lethal acoustic weapons, which could potentially cause the symptoms experienced by Havana Syndrome victims. While the US intelligence community previously assessed the foreign adversary was very unlikely responsible, they acknowledged varying levels of confidence in this assessment among different agencies. As the investigation continues, the evidence suggests that directed energy or acoustic weapons developed by Russian intelligence may be behind the mysterious brain injuries suffered by US officials, raising grave concerns about potential attacks on American personnel. I'm Waterfront Gurus, and I'm out.